Hello everyone. In this video we discuss about a curvilinear motion. Curvilinear motion, when a particle is moving along a curve, its motion is said to be a curvilinear motion. So curvilinear motion occurs when a particle moves along a curved path. To describe a curvilinear motion of a particle, we first discuss about the important quantities such as position. The position of a particle measured from a fixed point O is designated by a position vector r. Therefore, r is equal to r of t as shown in figure. Next one is displacement. Suppose during a small time interval del t, the particle moves a distance del s along a curve to a new position p dash defined by r dash is equal to r plus del r. The displacement del r represents a change in the particle's position as shown in figure. Now velocity. During the time del t, the average velocity of a particle is defined as average velocity is equal to del r upon del t. The instantaneous velocity is determined from the equation by letting del t tends to 0 and consequently the direction of del r approaches the tangent to the curve at a point P. Hence, instantaneous velocity is equal to dr upon dt. Acceleration. If a particle has a velocity v at a time t and a velocity v dash is equal to v plus del v and time t dash is equal to t plus del t, the average acceleration during the time interval del t is average acceleration is equal to del v upon del t. So A acts tangent to the hodograph, therefore it is not a tangent to the path. In this coordinate system in curvilinear motion, now we are discussing there are mainly three coordinate systems which describe the motion of a particle along a curve. First one is a rectangular coordinate system, second one normal and tangential coordinate system, and third one is radial and transverse coordinate system. Now first, rectangular coordinate system. This system is useful for describing the motion where x and y coordinate are independently generated or determined. Position. Now we discuss about the position. Position vector is defined by r is equals to xi plus yj plus zk. The magnitude of r is always positive and determined as r is equal to root of x square plus y square plus z square as shown in figure. The direction of r is specified by the components of a unit vector ur is equal to r upon r. Now velocity. Velocity is given as dr upon dt is equal to vxi plus vyj plus vzk. The velocity has a magnitude defined as a positive value of v is equal to root of vx square plus vy square plus vz square and a as direction that is specified by the component of a unit vector uv is equal to v upon v and is always tangent to the path as shown in figure. Now acceleration. Acceleration is given as dv upon dt is equal to axi plus ayj plus azk. The acceleration has a magnitude defined as a positive value of a is equal to root of ax square plus ay square plus az square. Now procedure for analysis. A rectangular coordinate system can be used to solve a problem for which the motion can conveniently be expressed in terms of its x, y and z component. Now second coordinate system, normal and tangential components. When the path of a motion of a particle is known, describe the path using n and t coordinates which acts normal and tangent to the path. Consider origin located at a particle. In planar motion, consider particle P is moving in a plane along a fixed curve such that at a given instant it at a position S measured from point O. Now consider a coordinate system that has origin at a fixed point on the curve and the instant considered this origin happen to coincide with the location of the particle. T-axis is the tangent to the curve at a P and is positive in a direction of increasing S as shown in figure. Designated this positive position direction with unit vector ut. For normal axis, note that geometrically the curve is constructed from a series of different arc segments. Each segment ds is formed from an arc of an associated circle having a radius of a curvature ρ and center of curvature O as shown in figure. Now velocity. Since the particle is moving, s is a function of time. Particle's velocity v has a direction that is always tangent to the path and magnitude that is determined by the taking the time derivative at the path function s is equal to s of t. Therefore, v is equal to v into ut. Now acceleration. Acceleration of particle is the time rate of change of velocity. A is equal to v dot is equal to v dot into ut plus v into ut dot. As the particle moves along an arc ds in a time dt, ut preserves its magnitude of unity. Where the particle changes direction, it becomes ut dash. Ut dash is equal to u plus dut. Dut stretches between the arrowhead of a ut and ut dash, which lie on the initiated signal arc of a radius ut is equal to 1. where a is equal to at into ut plus an into u1, and an is equal to v square upon rho. Magnitude of acceleration is the positive value of a is equal to root of at square plus an square. In this, consider two special cases of a motion. First one, if a particle moves along a straight line, then rho tends to infinity and n is equal to 0. Thus a is equal to at is equal to v dot. We can conclude that the tangential component of acceleration represents the time rate of change in the magnitude of a velocity. If the particle moves along a curve with a constant speed, then at is equal to v dot is equal to 0 and a is equal to an is equal to v square upon rho. Normal component of acceleration represent the time rate of change in the direction of a velocity. Since an always acts toward the center of the curvature, this component is sometimes referred to as the centripetal acceleration. As a result, a particle moving along a curved path will have an acceleration directed as shown in figure. Procedure for analysis: when the path of a particle is known, establish a set of n and t coordinates having a fixed origin which is coincide with the particle at an instant. Positive tangent axis acts in the direction of the motion, and the positive normal axis acts directed towards the path's center of the curvature. N and t axes are advantageous for studying the velocity and acceleration of a particle. Velocity: particle's velocity is always tangent to the path. Magnitude of a velocity is found from a derivative of the path function v is equal to s dot. Tangential acceleration: tangential component of acceleration is the result of the time rate of change in the magnitude of the velocity. Tangential component acts in the positive s direction if a particle's speed is increasing, and in the opposite direction if the speed decreasing. For rectilinear motion, at is equal to v dot, at into ds is equal to v into dv. If at is constant, the following are the kinematical equations. Normal acceleration: normal component of acceleration is the result of a time rate of change in the direction of a particle's velocity. Normal component is always directed towards the center of a curvature of the path along the positive n axis. For magnitude of a normal component, an is equal to v square upon rho. If the path is expressed as a y is equal to f of x, the radius of a curvature rho at any point on the path is determined from rho is equal to 1 plus dy by dx square whole raised to 3 by 2 divided by d2y by dx square. Now third system, polar coordinate system or radial and transverse coordinate system. If motion is restricted to the plane, polar coordinates r and theta are used. Polar coordinates specify the location of P using both radial coordinates r, which extends outward from the fixed origin O to the particle, and transverse coordinate theta, which is the counterclockwise angle between a fixed reference line and the r axis. Angle usually measured in degrees or radians, where 1 radian is equal to 180 degree. Positive direction of r and the theta coordinates are defined by the unit vector ur and u theta. Ur extends from the P along the increasing r when theta is held fixed, as shown in figure. U theta extends from the P in the direction that occurs when r is held fixed and theta is increased. Note these directions are perpendicular to each other. First, position: at any instant, position of a particle is defined by the position vector r is equal to r into ur. Velocity: instantaneous velocity v is obtained by the time derivative of r. v is equal to r dot into ur plus r into ur dot. To evaluate ur dot, note that ur changes only its direction with respect to time, since magnitude of this vector is equal to 1. During time del t, the change del r will not cause change in the direction of u. However, a change del theta will cause a ur to become ur dash, where ur dash is equal to ur plus del ur. Time changes in a del ur for small angle del theta vector has a magnitude of 1 and acts in the u theta direction. Therefore, v is equal to vr into ur plus v theta into u theta. Radial component vr is measure of the rate of the increasing or decreasing in the length of the radial coordinates. Transverse component v theta is the rate of motion along the circumference of a circle having a radius r. Now, angular velocity theta dot is equal to d theta upon dt indicates the rate of change of the angle theta. Since Vr and V theta are mutually perpendicular to the magnitude of velocity or speed, is simply the positive value of V is equal to root of r dot square plus r into theta square. Direction of v is tangent to the path at p. Now acceleration. Taking the time derivative for the instant acceleration, a is equal to v dot. During the time del t, a change del r will not changes the direction u theta, though the changes in del theta will cause the u theta to become a u theta dash. For small angle, this vector has a magnitude is equal to 1 and acts in the minus ur direction. Therefore, del u theta is equal to minus del u theta r, where acceleration is equal to a is equal to ar into ur plus a theta into u theta as shown in figure. This term theta dot is equal to d square theta divided by dt square is called the angular acceleration, since it measures the changes made in the angular velocity during an instant of a time. Unit radians per second square. Since ar and a theta are always perpendicular to the magnitude of acceleration, is simply the positive value of a is equal to root of r double dot minus r theta square whole square plus r into theta double dot plus 2r dot theta dot whole square. Direction is determined from the vector addition of its component. Acceleration is not a tangent to the path. Now procedure for analysis. Polar coordinate used to solve a problem involving an angular motion of the radial coordinate r used to describe the particle's motion. To use the polar coordinate, the origin is established at a fixed point and a radial line r is directed to the particle. The transfer coordinate theta is measured from a fixed reference line and a radial line. Velocity and acceleration. Once r and the 4 time derivative r double dot theta double dot have been evaluated at the instant considered, their values can be used to obtain the radial and the transfer component v and a. Use chain rule of calculus to find the time derivative of r is equal to f of theta. So in this video we have learned about the definition of a curvilinear motion, representation of curvilinear motion, and represent a curvature motion in a various coordinate system.